important session for your exam point of view. Very important session for your exam point of view. And sorry for the inconvenience caused. Am I audible to all of you now? Am I clearly audible to all of you now? It's a power packed show. I just need all your attentions. So yes, let's start. Let's begin. And if you are new to this platform, before I start, let's subscribe. And today's session is BOI Credit Officer previous year asked questions. But we will not discuss only the questions that are asked in previous year like a DOM, because we will be discussing things that are relevant for 2022 perspectives. Questions, theories, connected topics that are relevant for 2022. We will be discussing only that. Okay. So let's start. And before that, the credit officer, BOI credit officer links are there in the description. One stop link, knowledgist.in/BOI. This is our team. Hope all of you are aware of this team and you have checked the credentials in our prior session, so no need to tell you. But it's India's best team, and none of the platforms where none of the platforms, those who are running BOI PNB credit, having 2% of the total experience that we all bankers possess in this platform. And this is PNB courses. In case someone is there in PNB, you can register to these courses, knowledgist.in/PNB, but no need to register for two courses. One will suffice. Why knowledgist? All of you know, but your courses and will stop teaching. And it is the first question asked in 2020 exam and relevant for this year too. Future value interest factor takes dash into consideration: discounting rate, compounding rate, inflation rate, deflation rate. Sorry for going forward so fast because of our time constraint. Internal classes are there, so all these ऑप्शंस आर देयर. प्लीज टेल मी, जो फ्यूचर वैल्यू इंटरेस्ट का होता है, जब फ्यूचर वैल्यू हम किसी भी अमाउंट का कैलकुलेट करते हैं, तो इनमें से कौन सा ऑप्शन या फिर कौन सा रेट को हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं या फिर फैक्टर करते हैं? डिस्काउंटिंग रेट, कंपाउंडिंग रेट, इन्फ्लेशन रेट, डिफ्लेशन रेट. डिफ्लेशन रेट होगा नहीं, क्योंकि पैसा तो आगे जाके कम होगा नहीं, वैल्यू तो किसी चीज का कम नहीं होगा. ठीक है. डिस्काउंटिंग रेट मतलब देखिए, टाइम वैल्यू ऑफ मनी का थीम है यहाँ पर. टाइम वैल्यू ऑफ मनी की आज के डेट में 100 रुपए का कीमत नेक्स्ट ईयर 100 रुपए, नेक्स्ट ईयर 110 के बराबर होता है. ठीक है, क्योंकि इन्फ्लेशन उसमें ऐड हो जाता है. तो या तो कंपाउंडिंग होगा या तो इन्फ्लेशन होगा, क्योंकि फ्यूचर वैल्यू ज्यादा होता है. इफ यू आर थॉरो विथ द कॉन्सेप्ट, आई ऑलवेज फोकस यू शुड हैव योर फंडाज क्लियर. So either B or C. So here B is the right option. Why? The explanation says the future value is the value of a current asset at a specified date in the future based on an assumed rate of growth. So there inflation is also factored. Other things are taken into consideration too. So that's why it is compounding rate is added to it. Clear? These are the level of questions nowadays are being asked, and we are thoroughly checking every single aspect. And yes, many of you are asking me how to start preparation in our website. Just a quick look of our dashboard. Those who have already registered, either they can find their courses in my course link. Just 2 seconds I will take. They will start learning here. The course contents are available in the left side. Can you see it, the screens? It is available in the left side. Okay, so here you need to change the batch. Just a second. Here you need to change the batch. Sorry, change the content name. Banking classes, English, PDF. Today's syllabus is also added to it. If you are new to it, you can find the syllabus. It is a banking class. Okay, so the syllabus is here. New syllabus as per the format exact. Okay, I will be discussing this tomorrow. And you can also attempt quiz directly here. And apart from that, there is a dashboard where you can find banking quiz. Okay, start quiz, you can go here. Apart from there is a direct link to quiz. There are content links, number of documents 167 notes, number of videos for 449 videos. You can start watching as per your requirements. Clear? So let's dive into the main topic, our main agenda for today's. So I will be telling you how to use the course at fullest tomorrow, after discussing the correct syllabus. Financial leverage helps one to estimate business risk, प्रोडक्शन रिस्क, फिनेंशियल रिस्क एंड क्रेडिट रिस्क. जो फिनेंशियल लेवरेज है वो आपको कौन सा रिस्क को एस्टिमेट करने के लिए मदद करता है. विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग रिस्क इज being categorized or being assessed through the financial leverage: business risk, production risk, financial risk, and credit risk. Just we will go little faster today, and forgive me for being fast, but in internal classes we will go very smooth, very slow, so that you will acquire the required knowledge. And every single bit, when you are subscribed to India's only dedicated specialist officer platform, you don't need to refer any single material and refer it at your own risk, because the amount of research our educators, and apart from these educators we have a huge range of content creators, they are putting into this syllabus. This course material is going to be instrumental for your selection, so don't refer unused materials. और मैंने जैसे कि लास्ट टाइम मैंने बोला था, आंसर पहले देख लेते हैं. फिनेंशियल रिस्क एंड द राइट वन इज वॉच मोर इज सेइंग द राइट आंसर, एंड सी इज आल्सो एन आंसर बाय चंद्रशेखर. So it's C, and also Yatendra Pal Singh. It is financial risk, and the explanation says financial leverage, also known as leverage or trading on equity, is the use of debt to acquire additional assets. Point number 3: which of the following are quantitative control tools of monetary policy? OMO, CRR, SLR, all of the above. आरबीआई के मॉनिटरी पॉलिसी सेशन में पूरा डिटेल्ड कवर है. मे भी ये क्वेश्चन आया है इस बार, नेक्स्ट टाइम क्वालिटेटिव कंट्रोल के ऊपर क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई विल प्रिफर यू टू वॉच every single video at our platform, and live classes are starting from tomorrow. Regular sessions after 8th of May, and tomorrow onwards we will have the warm up session. Yes, so can I get okay? Yatendra Pal Singh says D. One thing I was telling you prior to this question, that a warning is given by us, that if you are serious about this type of exams, credit officer, risk management exams, don't learn from anyone who is not a banker or has not qualified certified professional degree, because these are extreme level questions are being asked. So don't allow others to use your resources to fool you. Okay, because non-bankers, even bankers without credit management, cannot teach you certified credit professional. Okay, the answer is all of the above. So what it is, quantitative tool which can be measured in percentage or in a number. OMO is open market operation, simultaneous buy and purchase of government securities, that is to check the inflation or to check the circulation of money in market. Then comes the cash reserve ratio, which is currently at 4%. That is the excess cash is parked with Reserve Bank of India, and RBI pays no interest on that. It's a mandate from Reserve Bank of India. SLR and CRR both are called reserve ratios. If you are trying to be a banker, so when it is asked what are the two rates that is decided by monetary policy, one is reserve rate, second one is the policy rates. Reserve rates are CRR, SLR, and policy rates are the repo rate, reverse repo rate, now SDF rate, etc. Okay, be a banker and use banking terms. Clear? Bipul, everything, there is no separate mock available to non-existing non-students, so you have to enroll to the batch. You check it out. So this is the explanation. I will not go into that detail. That is quantitative tool. Qualitative tools are like credit monitoring, giving guidance on credit decisions of various banks. That is called rationing of credit. Then comes the moral suasion. Moral suasion matlab gyan बांटना. Reserve Bank of India time to time gives guidelines to various banks, so that is part of moral suasion or a qualitative tool of RBI. Okay, I am not going to, this PDF will be available to our existing students, so you will be getting it, and we will be discussing 20 questions today. Rest will be available to you in PDF format. An example of derivative security is a call option on mobile stock, a commodity future contract, and common share of a company, both A and B. What is the derivative? Derivative is something that derives its price from an underlying share or an underlying asset. Derivative का खुद का कोई प्राइस नहीं होता है, वो अपना प्राइस पॉइंट डिराइव करता है किसी दूसरे स्टॉक से या फिर दूसरे कमोडिटी से. तो इनमें से कौन सा एक डेरिवेटिव प्रोडक्ट है? तो ऑप्शन होता है डी. डी इज द राइट आंसर. ऑल ऑफ देम, कॉल ऑप्शन, पुट ऑप्शन, फ्यूचर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, कमोडिटी फ्यूचर्स, कॉमन शेयर्स ऑफ ए कंपनी. कॉमन शेयर्स ऑफ ए कंपनी इज द अंडरलाइंग एसेट, सो ये नहीं होगा. तो बोथ ए एंड बी, राइट. तो इसका एक्सप्लेनेशन भी आपके लिए अवेलेबल है. Then when did the National Housing Bank start its operation? NHB के बारे में क्वेश्चन आता रहता है. You are preparing for credit management, credit officers exam, and NHB one of the regulators of housing bank, housing loans. So you need to understand the functioning of NHB too. So it is which date it started its operation? 82, 88, 88, 1991. ईयर याद रखिए, मंथ तो वेरी. यहाँ पे देखिए ऑप्शंस मेक ए क्वेश्चन डिफिकल्ट और इजी, एंड हियर ऑप्शंस आर डिफरेंट. इफ इट इज जुलाई 88, जुलाई जून 88, then it would have been a difficult question for you. So right answer is 88, 1988, July 1988. So now NHB started as a wholly owned subsidiary of RBI, but in the year 2019, RBI sold all its stake in NHB and NABARD to Government of India. So now Government of India wants all the shares of NHB. Which of the following, and why RBI sold? Because of the recommendations of Narasimham Committee 2. Narasimham Committee 2 recommended that there will not be cross holding in regulatory bodies. So that's why it has been changed. That is the extension of our preparation of study material. In case in-depth questions are being asked, you will be able to answer them all. Which of the following is not an advantage of a full account convertibility? Encourages import, boosts export, easy access to forex, promotes trade and capital flows between nations. Which of the following not an advantage of the full capital account convertibility? कैपिटल अकाउंट को एक करेंसी से दूसरे करेंसी को इजीली कन्वर्ट करने का इनमें से कौन सा एडवांटेज नहीं है? इट एनकरेजेस इंपोर्ट, बूस्ट्स एक्सपोर्ट, इजी एक्सेस टू फॉरेक्स, promotes trade and capital flows between nations. So that's why economics is somewhere also important. Economics and commerce, and whatever economics is important, we have covered it inside our class, inside our application. So the right answer is it encourages more and more import. The explanation says imports become expensive and results in import substitution. Import substitution industrialization is a trade and economic policy which advocates replacing foreign imports with domestic production. Clear? Let's go to the next question. Which of the following will be the member? These all questions are asked in the year 2020, but thing is that we are discussing things that are relevant only for 2022. Which of the following will be a member of GST Council under the article of 279A? Option number A, Union Finance Minister, Union Minister of State in charge of Revenue and Finance, Chief Minister of States, both A and B. And I again plead excuse for being little fast today, because 9 p.m. I have a very big assignment to deal with. I'm going towards an internal session of a promotional exam of a revered bank for senior cadre, scale 4 and above. So that's why I have to be little fast. Okay. We started earlier, but it got interrupted. So sorry for that. So Union Finance, both A and B, Union Finance Minister and Union Minister of State in charge of Revenue and Finance can be the member of GST Council. Okay, the detailed explanation here will not be looking into it. PM Mudra Yojana has classified micro units under which of the following categories? Shishu, Kishore, Tarun, or all of the above? Shishu, Kishore, Tarun, all of the above. All the course link is there in the description. I no need to tell you to subscribe. It is you find out who is the best. If you don't find us best, then don't waste your time or waste your career with us. And even if you Go and search in internet, you will be able to understand who provides the accurate study material and excessive result in these segments. And we have no right to stay in the game if we are not the best. So here, yes, it is all of the above. They categorize them: Shisu, Kishore, and Tarun. The categorization is here. Shisu covering loan up to 50,000, Kishore 50 to 5 lakh, Tarun 5 lakh to 10 lakh. Okay. As per RBI's guidelines, the limit of gold loans sanctioned by banks and NBFCs against the place of gold ornament is 75% LTV. इट इज आस्किंग लोन टू वैल्यू रेशियो. गोल्ड लोन का LTV चेंज हुआ था बीच में, तो गोल्ड लोन का नॉर्मल वैल्यूएशन क्या है? ठीक है, जब क्वेश्चन बना था तब 75% था, नॉर्मल इट इज 75%. ड्यू टू कोविड इट हैज बीन इंक्रीज्ड टू 90% एंड दैट वाज अप टू 31st March 2021. But as COVID situation has not eased, RBI has not released a new guidelines to make it down to slow it down to 75% LTV. So if it says about the current LTV, it is 9%, 90%. The usual LTV is 75%, and due to COVID, it is increased to 90%. Clear? Honda is clear. The detailed explanation is on your screens. You can take a screenshot if wanted, and it is the PDF with all these questions which is being prepared is going to be released tomorrow. We are taking time to start our internal live classes only because of we are doing our thorough research. The more we research, the more concise or less study material we will provide you. The syllabus is vast. They will be telling you read everything on earth, but questions, one or two questions are being asked. They tell you to read a lot about surface, but they will ask one or two silly questions on surface. So why I will burden my student on unnecessary things? So we, along with our expert content creators, those who make questions at par with IBPS level, are preparing the right syllabus. Till now, whatever study material is there is enough to crack this exam because of our exposure to central bank, union bank, everywhere. 90% plus direct question is asked from your question bank at Knowledgist. So no need to worry. But we are doing research more on this PNB and BOI batch, because in BOI we have fresher students. So I have to give them the advantage of uh, being having no exposed to existing credit management concept. So which card can be used for farmers personal loan? KCC green card, a soil health card, or KMC? When it is all about farmers, it is no doubt it is KCC, Kisan credit card. Okay, so normal question on KCC is who decides the scale of finance in KCC? That is the district level technical committee. Okay, so all that will be asked to you, but whatever important is there on KCC, I will be teaching you. So no need to worry and no need to panic. Okay, this is the explanation. We'll not go through it. Banks are required to classify NPA into substandard, doubtful, and loss, doubtful asset and bad debts, doubtful asset, bad debts, and loss assets, standard asset and substandard assets. You need to take your time, but they are cluttered here. Okay, we'll cut the clutter in a minute, in a second. So just go through. These are lengthy questions, but I must tell you that these are silly questions. If you are thorough with concept, you will be answering it without a simple hesitation, like Manju has done, like Anil has done, like Neeraj Bist has done. So kudos to all my students, those who have answered A as an answer. Very good. So the detail is here. When it becomes substandard, doubtful, and loss asset, it's very much required to you to know that. Today I have very less time, so I will not be covering that. Operating leverage measures dash percent variation in the level of production risk, fixed cost as a percentage of its total cost, or percentage variation in the level of profit. See, discussing previous year question without option is completely bogus. Things make easier or difficult when options are there on your screens. So let's discuss. Yes, question answers are coming. Answers are started to flow. So the right answer is C. None of you have answered. Me also don't answer. Thank you, Gauri. Thank you, Gauri, for doing it. Fixed cost at percentage of its total cost. It's operating leverage. Things are clearly mentioned here. You can find it out. Operating leverage measures a company's fixed cost as a percentage of its total costs. It is used to evaluate the break-even point of a business as well as the likely profit levels in an individual sales. देखिए ब्रेक इवन पीरियड क्या होता है, यू पीपल गेट कंफ्यूज. आप पहले बिजनेस में पैसा इन्वेस्ट करते हो, मान लीजिए 10 लाख इन्वेस्ट किया है, तो जब 10 लाख तक रिकवर जब तक नहीं होता है, जिस पॉइंट पर आपका 10 लाख पूरा रिकवर हो जाएगा उसको ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट कहा जाएगा. उसके बाद जो भी बिजनेस होगा उससे आपको जो भी सेल्स होगा उससे आपको प्रॉफिट आने लगेगा. ये सब हम अपने क्लास में डिस्कस करेंगे बहुत जल्दी. ये सब डिस्कस्ड ऑलरेडी है बट हम इसको इजीली डिस्कस करेंगे. ठीक है. Yes, let's go to the next question. Quick ratio is 1.8 is to 1. Current ratio is 2.7 is to 1. And current liabilities are rupees 60,000. Determine the value of the stock. 54,000, 60,000, 160, 68,000, 50,000. कैलकुलेशन है. मेरे पास आज टाइम भी नहीं है तो थोड़ा सा मैं आपको हिंट दे देता हूँ. 54,000 इसका कैलकुलेशन यहाँ पे बताया गया है. आप इसका स्क्रीनशॉट लीजिए, इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर करिए. बाकी जो रेशियो एनालिसिस के सेशन में आप इसको डिटेल्ड वर्किंग कैपिटल रेशियो एनालिसिस ये सब बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, आप इसको कर पाएंगे. इसका राइट आंसर है 50,000. आंसर आपको कैसे मिला है आप इसको जाके देख लीजिए, स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए. करंट रेशियो का फॉर्मूला बताया गया है, करंट क्विक रेशियो का फॉर्मूला बताया गया है, स्टॉक कैसे निकलेगा वो भी बताया गया है. सीए माइनस क्विक एसेट, तो यहाँ पे सीए था 162,000, सीए निकला है 162,000. ठीक है. ठीक है, तो ये है आपका ऑप्शन. क्लियर. अभी क्विकली चलते हैं. Next question. Who regulates capital market? I need an hint on it. It's SEBI who regulates capital market. Even such silly questions are being asked. So why we will only read things that are profound in nature. हम सिर्फ ये चीज ही क्यों पढ़ेगी जो बहुत ही प्रोफाउंड है, बहुत टफ कॉन्सेप्ट्स क्यों पढ़े. मैं इसीलिए चाहता हूँ कि इजी चीजें भी हम पढ़ेंगे. BOI के बैच में इतने सिली क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. ठीक है. तो हाउ मच इजी भी पढ़ेंगे, ये भी पढ़ेंगे. हाउ मच इज द मिनिमम नेट वन फंड रिक्वायरमेंट इज देयर फॉर एन एसेट रिकंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनी ARC एज पर सरफेस एक्ट 2002. 100 करोड़, 200 करोड़, 250 करोड़, 300 करोड़. पूरा डिटेल्ड मैंने डिस्कस किया है सरफेसी के सेशन में. ये ARC के बारे में पूछा गया है, SPV के बारे में भी आ सकता है, स्पेशल पर्पस व्हीकल. तो कितना है, इसका आंसर है 100 करोड़. अभी विचार हो रहा है इसको 200 करोड़ किया जाएगा. पहले 2 करोड़ था, फिर 5 करोड़ हुआ है. 2017 में ये बढ़ के 100 करोड़ हुआ है. नेक्स्ट ईयर इट कुड इंक्रीज टू 200 करोड़ बट एज ऑफ नाउ इट इज 100 करोड़. ओके, बट नाउ क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड टू NARCL and IRDCL is important because it has got established this year only. Okay, so please go through the INA classes inside. I have discussed closely about NARCL and IRDCL and how they are different. Okay, I don't have time today to discuss, so we'll discuss in coming session. Full form of CRELAC. Okay, credit rating and information on low credits, central repository and information on large credits, credit regulation information on large credits, नॉन ऑफ द अबव. क्रिलिक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है. ये सब सरफेसी के अंदर जो भी चीजें आता है ना सब इंपॉर्टेंट है. सरसाई के बारे में भी आपको क्वेश्चन आएगा. ठीक है. ये सेंट्रल, इसका आंसर है सेंट्रल रिपोजिटरी ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन ऑन लार्ज क्रेडिट. लार्ज क्रेडिट का एक स्पेशल कैटेगरी होता है. और लार्ज क्रेडिट किसे कहते हैं, जहां पे टोटल एक्सपोजर एक एंटिटी का 5 करोड़ से ज्यादा बढ़ जाता है. इफ ए ग्रुप कंपनी और एन इंडिविजुअल हैज टेकन ए लोन बियॉन्ड 5 करोड़, so then that loan is called a large credit in India. Clear. So here comes into picture LEI, legal entity identifier. So we have discussed that in our RBI circular gist too. So all that is important. Who will get the preference to get money in case of liquidation of company on bankruptcy? IBC को पूरा समझिए. इंटरनल क्लास में IBC को मैंने डिटेल्ड पढ़ाया है. IBC इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो जब IBC में कोई कंपनी लिक्विडेट होगा मतलब बंद कर दिया जाएगा, क्लोज कर दिया जाएगा, तो पैसा पहले किसको मिलेगा, ये होता है वाटरफॉल मैकेनिज्म के तहत. तो प्रेफरेंस किसको मिलेगा, शेयर होल्डर, एम्प्लॉई, अनसिक्योर्ड क्रेडिटर्स, बोथ B एंड C.